Previously on the agency.
I mean, no, Trevor did acquire that place actually, Carlton Wise. You know, from the legal of the place.
Oh boy. Him get word of mouth from Carlton. Carlton, you know.
Brother might be the problem.
Boss! Mr. Wallace! Trevor Sullivan! Goodness. And look at the... You know this guy from back in the day named Alfred Lindo.
Remember, say from back in the days, me and them man, they're not really good.
Things change and old rivals can become good friends.
And that's the real reason for your visit.
Who is the proprietor, owner of this property?
You're looking at him.
I'll see you. So, Kamisha, do you happen to by chance see a gentleman? He wears a locks and grey beard. You haven't seen him around lately, have you?
Oh,
Kamisha!
Ako, my things are already still never. Go back up on my scan, man.
We're gonna deal with this because we can't make them brother here lead you all the while.
Respect here. Christmas crave, Cyril, where everybody love.
I don't like cereal.
You know, like Cyril? You're the first young person I hear no like Cyril.
So
You know you're kind of weird, right?
I've been told.
So when you come here, daddy not carry up on the farm, make you... Why?
I have no interest in farming.
But the generation here is strange. On the need to have interest in farming as young people are grow up because them always tell us that your food must be a medicine and your medicine must be a food. So you not eat things from the ground.
I do, just not cereal.
Just not sorry.
An Irish potato.
Irish potato? Why you don't like Irish potato?
It's just not that for me. What I do like though is yam salad.
Yam salad.
Yes.
Yam salad
You've never eaten that before?
is a recipe.
No, it's yam salad. It's yam salad.
How you look after yam salad? Explain that to me.
So you boil the yams, you crush them up, then you boil an egg, and like you chop the egg up, put it in the yam, mix it up, get your vegetables, your canned vegetables, put them in the yam salad and just mix it up. Put whatever else you
So
need.
it's a
Spice.
literal
Salad.
yam made into a salad.
Yes, you should try it. My grandmother makes it the best.
You know me ever try it?
You should.
But still, I feel like you need to understand about farming. As a young lady growing up, it is good to know about your food because you don't know, say, the food will come from the ground, actually forward from the creator. So everything from the ground is good.
Everything?
Well, maybe not every single thing, but our ancestors did know the things them from the earth where we sustain nobody and give it the right kind of sustenance, you know. But later before they move from Africa and transport across the sea and turn in a slave over the other side there. And that's why we bring farming with it.
This is a question I've always wanted to ask. Do you think Jesus suffered more than the slaves when he was on the cross?
You know, say you're a very bright little girl, right? That's a very interesting question, you know. If Jesus suffered more than the slaves when he was on the cross, you know, me that said the slaves suffered more. That's how me feel. What do you think?
I feel the same way.
Why?
Because, in let's say who suffered more physically, when Jesus was on the cross, he had a crown of thorns on his head, I think.
Mhm.
His hands were nailed to the cross, and so were his feet. But when it came to the slave, Jesus' thing was just a one day thing. So it only happened once, if I'm correct. Now to the slaves, they had to go through repeated abuse and things I really can't talk about because it was just very horrible and stuff. You know, they were beaten, tortured in ways I can't describe. Yeah. And they had to go through this for like a very long period of time. So I think the slaves suffered more mentally and physically. Also because Jesus did his thing voluntarily, while the slaves, they didn't have a choice. So that's why I think they suffered more.
I mean, Sham, I love all your reasoning. You know, so there's also a different way to look on it, right? Because here and now, you're really comparing one person to a group of people. So his suffering was, even though you say it's a one day thing when he got through, it was over time still, you know. I mean, the crucifixion itself was the last part of continued suffering when they got through. However, if you check the history still, we don't know much about Jesus from after he reached the age of 12. So check the history. We know about him when he did born, and then we know about him when he 12, and then we don't know about, nothing about him again from about 33 or 30 to 33 when he was actually crucified. So history is very important, and you really look like you dig into your history. But it kind of, I don't know if it's a fair assessment to talk about a group of people as opposed to one person. The slaves was a generational thing, you know, one set of people, and it moved down through them lineage. But very interesting.
Thank you.